kinds of business owners, from restaurants to beauty to financial side. We are looking for it all. Hi world, we're back.
Hey everybody.
Welcome back to Tears to Purpose Real Talk. I am one of your hosts, Elder Lakia Barnett, and this is the lovely
Miss Hubbard. Hey everybody. Glad
Yes,
to have you back as usual.
we're back.
Yes, we are.
All right, so we are expecting a great show today, but first, you know how we do this. You got to like, tag, and share with everybody. Yes, including your enemies. I don't care. They need it too. So it's going to be a lovely show. I'm always excited to be on the air and talking to you all with my lovely partner right here. We be kicking high and kicking low. Y'all see us in the spirit. That's how we be doing. But yes, so happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's Wednesday is going good. This week is kind of going fast, but
Yes, it
it's
is.
good, right? So I hope you guys are staying busy and not too busy that you can't sit with the Lord, because I don't want to hear that this year, because that's not what we're doing.
Right.
You got to make time, right? But we
Yes.
have our lovely author, Asira, that will be joining us in just a few moments. But I just want to shout out really, really quick small owned business that I know. Her name is Miss Sonia, and her daughter, lovely daughter. She has Princess B Trends, you guys, and I'm talking about charm bracelets out of this world. Just love them. Y'all know I love charm bracelets, but y'all gotta go check her out on Instagram at Princess B Trends. You guys check out her stuff. She is an emerging entrepreneur. How do we feel about our Black owned businesses? We gotta support them any way that we can, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so I feel like rolling a clip.
All right. Let's roll.
Please choose wisely. That's all I keep saying. Shout out to Mike Fox with the box. Y'all, he's super dope. Like, he's doing some super dope stuff. He has TV shows and all of that that's getting ready to come out. We got to get him back, because we got to find out and be nosy what he doing with this box thing, because I'm about sick of this. Okay? Mike Fox, I know you hear me. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm about to tag your name in this video so I make sure you hear me. You got to come on back here. Okay? Because we got to find out what's going on here and when you're supposed to be doing this movie now. Okay? So, like many other, I know you guys are big movie fans. I am. What about you, Miss Hubbard? You like movies?
Yes, love them.
And so, yeah. So, by the way, this is Jamel. He's a filmmaker from Indiana. You guys, everybody, this is getting ready to drop on Amazon. Y'all better catch this, okay? It's getting ready to drop on Amazon. And Proverbs 31. Check it out.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above all rubies. What woman in their right mind can honestly live up to these ridiculous standards? Certainly not this one.
Who can find a virtuous woman? See, I thought I was one. So, how did we get here?
Once you put anything before God, all hell breaks loose.
Oh, don't check me.
All right, that's enough.
You ready?
Go on in there! Cry to God!
Are you okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
We have to be that man in order for them to be that woman.
Tell me you didn't just gamble away all my money, Anthony!
God saved Ant's life.
Please help me through this.
What if you were already the husband I needed? excuse you.
I'm sorry.
Say it again.
But like, why did Aunt do nothing about it?
Trust me, Aunt's gonna take care of that.
I just want you to see what you got to look forward to.
What a waste of time.
You do it. Move. Hey.
I'm angry at myself for allowing you to change me into this monster.
This is your mess. You clean it up.
You made this bed, now you sleep in it.
Are you gonna leave? Or do I need to shoot you in your knee?
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Who can find a virtuous woman?
For her price is far above all rubies,
The heart of her husband? He will be trusting her.
so that he shall have no need of sport.
She do him good all the days of her life.
All right. Need to come on with it.
Jamel, I'm about to tag you too.
Hey, come on, Janelle. We need to see this.
Yes, indeed. These are beautiful films and shows that definitely need to be seen. So shout out to these two filmmakers, and we pray to have more. Like any filmmakers that are out there and you want your faith-based films and shows to be played, we can definitely make that happen for you. So come on over here. Let Tears the Purpose Real Talk help you out. Okay. Yep. Okay. So now to the guest that we have been waiting for.
Yeah.
She is an author. She has her own publishing company called Dream Wake Work Publishing. And that sounds really profound. So we getting ready to find out how this came about. So welcome to Tears to Purpose Real Talk, Miss Asira.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Welcome to Tears to Purpose Real Talk. We're so glad you can come sit and chat with us today.
Yes,
well, thank you for having me.
Yes, it is always a pleasure to be able to meet new people. And you authors are doing it in this season, honey. So look.
Yes.
We're trying.
Yes, indeed. So I'm getting ready to turn you over to Miss Hubbard, and we're going to kick off all this tea you about to give us.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. So welcome once again. We're going to get right into it. Miss Asira, tell us about your journey.
Oh, it's been one. I was born and raised in Philadelphia. I moved down to Virginia in my 20s, and I'm here now. I have 4 children. I've been married for 16 years. And it has been a journey, especially to get to this author place. I think that, in our communities, we don't really inspire our children who are artistic, our children who can draw or write or, so it's like, go to college, get a job, go to college, get a job. And I did all of that, right? So I did the nursing, and then I went back to school, and, I got a couple of psychology degrees, and I worked in that field. But, I felt like there was something else, that I was supposed to be doing that I wasn't doing, now on my way, I, made some pit stops in some bad relationships. So, had some domestic violence issues that had happened. So I'd written my first book in 2017 and published it, The Reluctant Queen. I love to write Black historical fiction. I love for us to see ourselves as we were and as we still are, kings and queens. And my next project was a book of poems and short stories called My Story Is Not Over, which, just kind of takes you on that journey that I went on, because what I ended up doing was having basically a mental health breakdown, depression, anxiety, PTSD, and it's easy to recognize it when you're the therapist, but when you're the one that's going through it and you can't get out of it, it's something else, So in that season, and during I had a hospital stay where I finished writing The Reluctant Queen, I said, you know what, this is what it just gave me an outlet. Those emotions and those things that were going on inside of me. in addition to prayer, the writing, just getting the stories that were in my head and had been in my head for a long time out and onto paper, or, in a computer, was therapeutic, so that was my journey. That's how the journey began of me becoming a published author of over 80 books across genres. I write across genres. So
okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So tell us about this pen name, Asira. Where did that come from? What does it mean or represent?
Asira, I will tell you, Asira does, the meaning does have to do with creativity. However, I signed a contract, a publishing contract, and I gave, the publisher romance, some romance stories, but she wanted some hood stories. So I said, okay, I can do that. So I wrote a hood series, and I was hiding from my pastor father, who we just lost in December. But I said, I can't write this under my own name, because he find this, under Asata, I'm gonna get that phone call. It doesn't matter how far away, because my parents were still up in Philly. My mom is still there now. I said, I'm gonna get that phone call. So I did choose to write under a pen name. However, my first name is Asata, and it is Hebrew or Greek, and it means to make or create. And it is based in Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created.
Yeah.
So Asha, meaning he, he created. Well, mine is the feminine form of that verb. So Asata, my real name means to make or create. And I wanted to say that because my dad did name us, and our names have meanings. So I did want to put that out there. So I really feel like that was prophetic, because that's what I'm out here doing. I'm making and creating stories. We're trying to get to work on this web series from one of my fantasy books. I make and create 100% natural hair and body products. That's another one of my businesses. So I really am out here, and I had to look at it and say, oh, you really out here making and creating some stuff, girl.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That's excellent. That's excellent. Yeah. So tell us about the return of the chosen. That sounds very interesting.
Yes. So the return of the chosen. Here's the cover, and it is available on Amazon and Walmart.com. And also on my website, dreamwakework.com. So the return of the chosen is about a group of people who they're born with gifts. And the humans have found out that they have these gifts. And they basically have started to, collect these people and put them into which we would say, if we were back in the 30s and 40s, we would call them concentration camps. They begin to hold them hostage. So they basically begin to live underground, blend in. We'll say that they begin to blend in with the humans, not use their powers. They kind of scatter. They don't have that sense of home that they had when they, were where they started, which was in a place called Electi, which does mean chosen. So, so what we have is the current king and queen are living in hiding with their daughter, and their daughter is young, and she got her powers young, and she had a public scene where they couldn't hide anymore. They had to run, which is what a lot of them do, almost like Underground Railroad type running. So they had to run, and the king, he's always known he was going to be king. He's like, you know what, we're not running anymore. We're going back home to Electi. And if the humans want it, then, we'll just have to deal with that. So that's basically what it's based on. And it is a series. There are 3 books, which is The Return of the Chosen. And then part 2 is Mila's Rise, who is the princess, Yamila. And then the part 3, which I was not going to do a part 3, but I did get a review that said, I love this book so much. I just wonder, where it started, how they were scattered from their lands. And I said, you know what, I would do that. I get that. You want to know what happened. So I wrote Chosen Exodus. So Exodus you can read before you read the series, or you can read it, before the first 2 books, or you can read it after. Either one, it's going to take you back to Electai when they were all just living life before the humans came in and disrupted it, and they had to flee. So, and it is a fantasy book, and that's not to be confused with paranormal book, with witches and things like that. There are people who were, they just were born with gifts, and this was their lot. This is what they had to deal with. So that's what the Return of the Chosen is based on. And it really, the underlying story is that, we're stronger together, because when they come back together, their powers become stronger. They realize that they work together. That's how they make their marriages. Things like my power would complement my husband's power. Just things like that. So that's the underlying theme of the story, is that we need to come back together because we're stronger in that way.
Wow, you have a lot in you.
Well, thank you.
A lot. Yes, you do.
Thank you.
Sure, I know it's more to come.
I'm working on it. I am. We're working on some things for you. God is so good, because I'm getting over COVID, and that thing knocked me down.
It's no joke.
It knocked me down. So I'm still, getting over it. Nice and quarantined. I was up quarantined in my room in my office, because my office is attached to my bedroom. So I'm just getting over that.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying,
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I know that a lot of people had it worse with that, so that was just a blessing. But
so let me ask you this question: did the Lord speak to you while you were down with COVID?
You know what? I think He always speaks to me.
Okay.
And I, and sometimes, and I'm hard headed. Sometimes I don't, what I'm saying. I'm like, no, I don't know about that, but he does push me to do things that, and my mom, she keeps me encouraged, as a pastor's wife, and a mother and grandmother and great grandmother. And she does, when I talk to her, and if I'm feeling down or anxious, or I don't feel like maybe I shouldn't do this project, or, I'm thinking about just stopping this. And she's like, nope. What you gonna do is you're gonna talk to God, she, so she keeps you encouraged, because sometimes you're in a space where you don't want to talk to anybody, and you're just like, and I do feel pushed to do things, and I know that, and I'll hear it, and even through my mother, what I'm saying. So I do feel like He always speaks to me, and He shows me things, and when I feel like I'm stuck, just opening up a way, what I'm saying, or not giving me an idea, or what I'm saying, or I've done things that there's no reason I should be able to have done those things. What I'm saying? It's no way. It's no way. What I'm saying? And there's no way that I've gotten through the things that I've gotten through, without that, and without Him. So I know that He does. So yes.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I do think that was His time to take me, to sit me down, and it happened so soon, because we're still mourning my father. He passed away December 10th. He and my mother have been married over 53 years. It would have been 54 years in July. So I was mourning my father, and I was I was going through the motions, what I'm saying, of just like everyday things, and trying to keep, what I'm saying, check in on the business. My assistant was on before, author J.A. Butler. She's been a big help to me. And a couple of my other authors as well, my author Chrissy E. and my author Melanin or T. Bedford. So, they've been a big help to me. But yeah, when I was here down with COVID, once the first 2 days knocked me out, I can't say I heard anybody's voice, but but I did, but as I was going on, I did like more ideas came to me, and then pick up your laptop, because I was like, I can't write a sentence. I can't, what I'm saying, these clients gonna have to wait, because I do ghostwriting and I offer other services, so things begin to come to me, and I was like, okay, I can do this, and what I'm saying, and I began to get my strength back. So absolutely, I think that He did. I think that was like my time, to, he was like, sit down so we could, because you don't sit down. So sit down so we can,
Exactly.
so we could talk.
I mean, people look at this thing wrong, because I mean, I've had that as well. And, at that time he did speak. So a lot of times, especially if you're a busy person, you can't hear nobody else. You can't hear nothing because you're busy doing what you're doing. So he has to do something to knock you down where you can't do anything, where you have to listen to what he's saying.
Yes. Yeah.
So that
because
happens.
because I like I said, quarantine, you spend a lot of time with you and yourself and God, and and you can't get away. Where you gonna go?
That's
You know what I'm saying? I had to, as soon as I had to stay quarantined, I have 2 children still at home. You know what I'm saying, that could not be around me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to sit with me and with God, and and you know what I was doing? I was picking up, because my mom, she's good for, you check your mail and you got some daily breads in there. So and some devotion, devotion booklets. So she's good for that. So it did, and I did pick those up, and I love those because they never get old. Even say you can read. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what month she sent them from. You can pick them up in the stories, and because the Bible doesn't change, so you can
Yeah, the daily breads are good. I read them every day. But I'm going to stop right here and turn it over to the kid, because I know she's anxious to get into and ask you some questions. Thank you.
No problem.
Well,
Thank you,
you
Mrs.
are
Edwards.
definitely a creator, that's for sure. So I was just reading your bio, and did you ever well, no, because I think you answered that, so you partially did. So what does purpose mean to you? When you hear the word purpose, what does that mean to you?
You know what? To me, it, in the simplest terms, is that you have something to do. You have something to do. You have something to give. You have something to offer this world. And so you should be living your I hate, what's the book called, your purpose driven life, right? So you should be living and walking in your purpose. And I think a lot of times we don't know why we're here. You know what I'm saying? And we spend time trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Through life. You know what I'm saying? And life will send you through some things that will show you, okay, this is what my purpose is. This is what I was meant to do. This is what God has called me to do and put into this world and pour into people. So that's what it means to me in the simplest terms, is you have work to do.
Exactly.
Amen.
I couldn't have said it no better. That's good right there. You have work to do.
Yeah.
So, but with you being an author, there are many merging authors that are coming through, right? They're coming from out of nowhere. So because you have been writing and doing this for some time, what is your advice as far as how some authors, they just think, oh, I'm going to write my book and I'm going to go, do book tours and all of this stuff. Do you think that it's more to that, of just leave it, just being stuck in that lane? Okay. Like just saying, oh yeah, I'm just going to write this book and I'm just going to, tell my friends and family to go click this link, and that's it. Like, do you feel like it's more to do with your book? Like, help some of these emerging authors out, because I've just been feeling authors in my spirit very heavy lately. And I'm just like, I'm gonna need y'all to expand a little bit more, or God wants y'all to expand. It's not just somebody clicking on this link and buying your book. What else can you do with this book? Like, you just spent all this time writing this book. So I want you to elaborate on that a little bit.
You know what? Writing a book is not, I'll say for me, it's not a hard thing. But it is a hard thing, you know what I'm saying, to put a story down for people and expose yourself to the world, you know what I'm saying, and your thoughts and your creativity, you know what I'm saying. But it does not stop after you hit publish, and that link goes live, you know what I'm saying. There's promotion, there's marketing, and there should be expansion. There should absolutely be expansion. Everybody's dream is not the same. And dreams evolve, you know what I'm saying. But I would love to see more of our authors, our books on TV, on Netflix, on all of these different, streaming platforms. I would love to see, people. I would love to see the authors level up as well. Oh, they even, starting their own small businesses, as I did, or as J.A. Butler does, promotion, because that's a big thing. You can tell your friends and family, go click the link, but you have to put yourself out there. You really do. That's not just 1 or 2 book signings. That's walking into bookstores, calling bookstores, looking stuff up online. The same way you looked up how to murder somebody and get away with it for your book is the same way you have to, look up how to get my book in Barnes and Noble, how to get my book in Walmart, what bookstores are in my area. Go to your bookstores, see if they're willing to carry your book. Or will they do it on consignment? Can you do a book signing there? Go into other small businesses, make connections with them. See if they'll carry your book, and become an ambassador, for different lines, or, cross promote with other authors. Do a collaboration with another author. You'll tap into their audience, and they'll tap into your audience, and and vice versa. So you guys are doing that. It's so much more to just writing the book and being able to say, oh, I authored a book, it's published, go pick it up for $2.99. And plus, your friends and your family, if they the only ones, and 5 friends click that link, you ain't gonna make a living doing that either.
That's right.
So, say it louder. I need you to repeat it one more time. You ain't expecting your friends and your family. That was
right. You're not. You're not. That's what I said. They'll find out when them royalties are 15 cents. They'll find out. And so you have to work at it. You do. You have to work at it. Even with all of the books that I have out, every day I have to work at it. You know what I'm saying? And I write across genres. And right now I'm in the middle of writing a political thriller, because I always love, reading John Grisham, The Client and The Firm. And I said, you know what? Let me do that. You know what I'm saying? So I write, I have, YA, fantasy, romance. I do have paranormal. I have all types of books. You know what I'm saying? All different. I have something for everybody. Mystery, thriller. So you expand what you're writing. Don't think that you can't step into something else. Don't think that the only thing you can write about is, Rashid, shot John, and, no, you know what I'm saying? Let's, talk about something else. You can write different things, expand, and let that fuel the next chapter in your life, and move to that. Like, one of the hardest things that I've ever done is pre-production and production on a 2-minute trailer for The Return of the Chosen. We haven't even started filming yet, Lord. I'm trying to tell y'all, when I say those, and it was a few days, but it was, it was long. And even before the filming started, it was, you have to get the outfits together. You got to get the cast, what I'm saying? You have to get them together. Even before that, I had to turn my book into a script. Okay. So, Ty, how we gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out how to turn this into a script. Meet, with directors. What do you need from me? Or you need a whole separate script that says interior, outerior, the car sits here. Okay. So I gotta do another script for you. You know what I'm saying? So, but you can do it. You can do it. Don't miss out on the job that you have to do, and what it is that it's time for you to put out there to the world, because you feel like you can't. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And more than financial gain is just a sense that I've accomplished this, and you can sit with that, and to leave a legacy for, your family and the generations to come is just something, where your name is always out there. So I'm with the expansion. Get your book out there any way you can. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're shooting out there with an iPhone, do what you got to do,
Excellent.
Amen to that. Now, that's real right there. So tell us a little bit about your All Natural and Handmade Body and Hair Care Company. Like, that's a whole nother something from just being an author. So tell us about that.
Yeah. So, I was all, like you said, supporting Black businesses. I was supporting, and I still do, Black all natural hair and body businesses, Maisha Botanical, Shark Naturals. I love their products. I was always, I know my husband and my kids like, if one more package come to this doggone house, but but I had to get my cream and my face wash, and what I'm saying, and it was like natural and all, because I am into that, those things, especially for your skin. So my daughter, she's had eczema for years. She's 20. She's 20 now. Just turned 20 in October. And she's at Old Dominion University, so I'm proud of her. So her second year, and she's hanging in there. So she's had really bad eczema, and we went to the doctor, and we always go to the doctor. They're like, try this, try that, get this soap and try that, don't use that, don't eat this and don't do that. We taking this out her diet, putting this in her diet. And when we went the last time we went, and when we left out doctors out the pharmacy on base with that shopping bag full of medicine, I said, I'm not doing, I have to figure out what to do, what I'm saying, for her skin, where she don't have to, and then all of the instructions. And right. As a nurse, I said, that's a lot, especially, with her, going to school, for her to be like, okay, I use this one today, but not tomorrow. And, I use this on this spot, but not too much because it's a steroid and you don't want to, what I'm saying? I'm not against medication. If you need medicine, get your medicine. But if you can do something naturally, then do it. So I went into research mode, and I started researching, what does this essential oil do? What does this carrier oil do? Can you apply this right to the skin? What does this help with? I'm saying, will this help inflammation? Does this help with itching? Does this help to lighten your, lighten those dark areas, from the eczema and things like that? So that's where I started. And everybody in my family was a test kit, because we got all types of skin across my family, sensitive skin, skin that can take anything, so friends and family were the guinea pigs. And I appreciate y'all, because I was like, try this. Would you like the way that smells? Should it be stronger? Not too much. Take the peppermint out a little bit, so I did, and I tested it, but before I put it out. But she was the main test, because she's not going to put anything on that she don't like the way it smells, or she don't like the way it looks. She's not even going to pretend that she likes it. But when it was working for her, and her eczema, it was not giving her an issue. The dark spots were lighter. She wasn't itching. She's like, Mom, this feels good. She still comes home. She'll catch an Uber to come home and go through my and go through my products and take her, and take some creams and stuff back with her. So yeah, it really started from that. So I do have body butters. Dream and Design. I have body and hair butters. We also have shampoos and body washes. So we have shampoos and body washes, which they're separate, or they can be 2-in-1. And the only difference is that the shampoo has a coconut milk base and the body wash doesn't. And then I do have body and hair oils, and anything that you're using, anything off the line that you're using on your hair, you can use on your body, and vice versa. So if it's body and hair butter, it's body and hair oil, it's beard and beard and body. So everything can be used interchangeably. And it works. And I just love the messages that I get when people are like, I met a mother, a new mom, because when we had, as mothers and women, when we carry babies, they take everything. They take everything from everywhere. They'll dry your skin out and everything. So she said, since I had this baby, I've had, real issue with dandruff. Like, I've never had this problem before. So the design and Dream and Design is that I will also design something for you. If you message me and say, listen, I have eczema, do you have something for that? I will make something specially for that. If you have dandruff, dry skin, dry hair, then I will make something specifically for that for you. So she said, this is what my issue is. What can you do? I met her in the Target parking lot, dropped her, her product off, and 2-3 days, the next day she said that it felt really good. 2-3 days later, she said, I started using it on my face and it's clearing up. And she said, the baby had cradle cap, which she didn't tell me. And she said she used it on the baby's hair, and the baby's hair looked good and hydrated and moisturized and not red or irritated anymore. So those are the messages, like that's what I like to hear, just knowing that it's helping somebody.
That's
well, it just keeps reminding me of God will send witty and creative ideas to his children.
Yes, he does. Because I never thought that I would have a, say a line, of hair and body care. I was perfectly fine ordering online and
Right.
what I'm saying? So, to be able to do it and to see that it is helping somebody else, that's why I continue to do it.
And you definitely became a solution to a problem. And
Yes.
and every time I hear stories like this, I'd be like, God, you are funny because you be setting us up and don't even know. Like,
no idea.
Even know. I'm telling you, but it's a blessing to hear things like that. And keep doing what you are doing. We will be praying beside you, behind you, whatever, because anybody that comes on this show, I literally stay in touch with everybody, to see how they're doing, because that's how it's supposed to be. I don't believe anything happens by accident.
Right.
So what's next for you? You didn't go all of these books, you didn't got your line care, helping folk with skin, hair, babies, everything. What is that?
So what I'm doing now, and I in 2022, because I literally would drop books every week, and then I had to slow myself up to start dropping them every month. So I said, Tyler, don't oversaturate. So because God is good. It only takes me between 3 and 7 days to write a book. Just depends.
Can somebody say grace, please? Grace.
Yeah. Oh, that it's absolutely grace. You know what? It's so funny that you said that. Just a quick sidebar. When my dad was sick, really sick, and my mom asked him, Bill, what is it that you want? And he said, more grace. And God, before he called him home, he was able to see all 7 of his children before he called him home. And I said, he and my mom and she says that, and we say it together, that he got the grace, and that was grace. You know what I'm saying? And he will bestow it on you. So that is what it is. It's a gift from, and it can be from nobody else but God that I'm able to do that. So just depending on if it's a novella or a full out novel is how long it takes me to write it. But so, between 3 to 7 days. But in this season, what I'm doing is I'm taking my books and I'm taking them and just to the next level. So I'll be doing more interviews, and podcasts, just other types of shows, and I'll also be working on the Return of the Chosen. It's not something that just takes a couple of days. When you're in pre-production, there was just a meeting with the director on Tuesday, about different things that we need to get lined up, investors, just different things, and we're on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the focus is, as well as for my authors, to just continue to push them. We're going to have some books coming out in February and March from Dream Wake Work Publishing. And I truly have, I run my company like a family. We're small, but we're a family. They know that they can, message me, talk to me. Jamie will irk me. She'll say, this is your irk session for today. I called to mess with you. This, and we'll line up. This is what we're doing. So we have some very, very good books coming from them, and I'm pushing them to do more as well. So once my stuff is out there, I'm taking them with me. Like I didn't do this. It's not just for me, and I'm leaving it there. You know what I'm saying? Wake Work is going to be coming with me. This is the learning process for me. It's been a long process because we started this before COVID. But when COVID hit and everything shut down, we had to, stop, everything. So then, we had to do things, and then we had to do them in a safe way where, you couldn't rent conference rooms and things like that. So I'm renting hotel suites and making sure the chairs are 6 to 8 feet apart. And I've got masks and disinfectant, so just to meet with cast members, and just different things. So that's what we're doing. Like, we're taking these books and we're going to be trying to bring them to the screen this, working on that this year, and just bringing, other authors along on the journey. So, and, mentoring and helping my clients as well. So that's what we're doing, in 2022.
Excellent.
right up out my prayer closet, because that's what I've been saying.
Yes.
That's my arena right there. So when I hear people getting it, I'm like, God wants us. He's trying to change. Y'all better hear me on this thing. He is changing the entertainment world.
Mhm.
You need to put things that make sense, okay? Like he's changing the whole dynamic. I said, Lifetime, y'all better move over because I'm about to come through there and take everything. Good own network, Lifetime, Netflix,
absolutely.
Pure Flicks. They gonna be like, what in the world? Yes, we take it over.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
absolutely.
It.
And I'm telling you, because when you just said something about you write in like the spurts, like how God gives it to you. And you mentioned 7 days. My last play that I wrote, God gave me 7 days to write it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, there you go.
7 days. And somebody was like,
a number of
7 days. Yeah.
Yeah, he sure will.
So I'm just excited and I cannot wait to see what else is going to happen with you. I know it's going to be great because you have that grace on your life to produce and you do exactly what God tell you to do. Don't stop, keep going. And I'm going to be cheering you on from the sideline. We're going to be sitting at awards together. Say, remember we had this conversation.
Yes. Sure will.
Amen. We speaking that thing right on out.
Yes.
So we already know, like she's gonna have multiple films. She's gonna do it. You understand?
Yes.
This is what God is calling for. I'm telling you. So I'm excited about it. So again, go ahead and let everybody know how they can connect with you and how they can find you.
Yes. So you can find me on Facebook under Author Asira, and that's Aseera. That's how you spell that. You can also find me on Instagram, Dream Wake Work. That is, it's just the name of my company. That's my Instagram page, and you can kind of follow along my stories. And we'll put when we have books coming out. Also, my website, dreamwakework.com. You can follow along. You can see who my authors are. You can see the books that we have out. Click on the books. It will take you right to where you can purchase our books. And also, it does have a shop button where you can also order product, my hair and body line. So that is how you can reach me.
All right. So I thank you. We thank you for coming to bless us with your expertise, with your steps.
Thank you for having me.
We enjoyed you. Yes. We want you to come on back when that series getting ready to drop so we can help you promote it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we will definitely be cheering you on. Miss Hubbard, you have any last words for Miss Asira?
Just continue to do what you do.
Thank you. Like Thank you for the encouragement.
You're welcome. We'll see your name up on the screen.
Yes. We thank you for the prayers and the platform because that's what we need to do. Pray for each other and give each other platforms. Yes.
Most definitely.
Yes, indeed. So we thank you so much for joining us today, Miss Asira.
Yes.
All right. You guys have a good night.
You too.
Good night.
So you guys, that was a phenomenal interview. She gave so many gems tonight and just encouraging. All you authors, I hope y'all ears is wide open, okay?
Okay.
I done told y'all the Lord is concerned about the authors, okay? Because it got to expand. It got to expand. Your creativity has to go further than that book, okay?
Get it done.
Stage we talking about. We talking about hitting these film industry arenas. Come on now. You got folk that God has called to help you birth this thing out. So stop being disobedient and stretch. This is the year expansion, enlargement. You can't do that being stuck in the same get up that you was in 2 years ago. Amen. Mm-hmm. All right.
That's the past.
Really quick. You guys.
Yep.
Get excited, you guys, because Tears to Purpose getting ready to launch first monologue of the year, January 29th. It will be airing live here right on our page. So you guys turn your notifications on so that you don't miss it. January 29th, Cinderella edition. And if you're saying, wait, I want to tell my story and be a part of the Cinderella edition, well, guess what? You can, but you got to email us and let us know that you want to tell your story. You're ready to go forth. And when the next monologue launches, we will be ready to bring you on and let you do what it is that you are doing. The theme for this year is My Story, God's Glory. Okay. Yeah. So if y'all see the t-shirt posted on our ministry page, please purchase it. This is going back into the ministry. We also have shoe fundraiser that starts tomorrow. So you will donate your shoe size, both feet, not 1 feet, both feet, right? Because we need your help with traveling expenses. We are doing the work of the Lord through theater and arts. God is giving us this thing so boldly, so big, and we are stepping out on faith, and we need your help. So please pay attention to the flyers that's on our page, and also get excited about the Marriage and Single Summit that's coming up in February, virtually live. You can still donate to Cash App, $ Tears of Purpose, or you can go to Giblify and find our names and donate there. So all of your donations will be much needed. Share, get all the married people you can. Tell them Tears of Purpose is doing their first Marriage and Single Summit. We getting ready to cut the devil head off.
That's right.
Stop the married folk from holding out for their spouses and then trying to kill the married people, the single folk. I just mixed that all up, but y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah, they know.
Y'all make sure that you share this out. Keep your alerts on. February 11th and February the 12th is going down on our ministry page. And don't forget about Theater and Word happening February the 19th, right? February the 19th, you guys coming up. We have some phenomenal guests that will be joining us. So we are looking for Christian comedians, singers, Christian rappers, poets, praise that we're looking for the whole nine, y'all. So if you want to be a part of it, we are the body of Christ. We are to come and connect in with one another. You can email me for any of these things if you have any questions at barnettlakia@gmail.com. So you guys, it's time for us to go. Do you have any last words, Ms. Hubbard?
Hey, listen, we need some transportation. So if anybody have a car lot and you want to write off a van, we need a van for our ministry. Contact us. You can write this off, and we need it. So let the Lord touch your heart so you can send us the van that we need.
Yes.
And we will appreciate it so much so we can travel the way we want to.
Yes. I definitely agree with you, Miss Hubbard. Thank you for saying that. I didn't know you were going to say that, but you know what? God led you to say what you was going to say, so we got to put it in the airway. Tears the Purpose. We are a drama-filled ministry. God is doing something with this ministry in a very unique way in the earth. We do skits, we do monologues, and it takes money to be able to go and spread the gospel like we want to in these different states. So we need your help, you guys. So again, if you want to be a sponsor towards any of this, if you want to be a monthly partner to this ministry, the things that we have been putting out and it has been blessing you, please email at barnettlakia@gmail.com, or you can inbox me on Facebook or inbox Miss Hubbard. Amber Hubbard on Facebook. Okay, so we love you guys with the love of Christ. We will be back. Stay tuned for the next guest that will be coming on. And if you want to be a guest on the show, you can email as well. So we love y'all, and good night.
Good night.
Entrepreneurs, experts, Christian relationship experts, that is, people in ministry that have a phenomenal story, all kinds of business owners, from restaurants to beauty to financial side. We are looking for it all.